Good morning, YouTube. Louie here with the best silver gold deals of Tuesday, June 17th, 2025. Let's rock and see what's good in the markets. We got gold up $7 to 3,387 and silver up 69 cents to 36.92. How about them apples? Silver futures 37.13, so we still have a little spread between spot and futures. The gold-silver ratio going back down to 91.44 with downside to 90, I think, in the short term and upside to 97 if the rally fails. But the rally is catching fire in silver. Yeah, the thing nobody wants. And here it goes without a lot of those people that didn't want it. Okay, we got the 10-year yield down 0.043 to 4.41. We got the dollar down, just right around flat at 98.112. And the story in the Middle East continues to mature and doesn't look like we've got a peace deal coming anytime soon. All right, on copper, good stuff happening in the copper market. Apparently there's a bit of a physical short squeeze going on, and not enough copper out there, and certainly headed back to $5, currently at 4.87, and I would bet you it'll hit $5. Where copper goes, silver often follows. A lot of the same dynamics in the silver physical delivery market. So that is a plus as well today for silver. In the economic calendar, we are at Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday. Yeah, it is. And we got retail sales at 8:30 Eastern. That's in about a half an hour for me. Import prices, industrial production, capacity utilization, home builder confidence, business inventories. I'm not sure which of those items will move the markets. Right now, stock market is selling off. Tomorrow, we have housing starts, building permits, initial jobless claims, and the FOMC interest rate decision, followed 1/2 hour later by the press conference, which will likely be the thing that moves the market one way or the other. No one expecting rate cuts out of Powell at this point in time for this month. And Friday, Philly Fed Manufacturing Index. Let's keep going. In the pre-market, there was a rally yesterday, which was kind of unexpected. And today they're giving part of that back. We got Dow futures down 200, S&P futures down 28, NASDAQ futures down 115, and Bitcoin is down 1,408 to 105,641. All right, before we get on to the best deals, welcome all new subscribers and members and anybody just stopping by for the first time. I'll be going through the website, bestsilvergolddeals.com, to try to find the best deals we can find for anybody, and we're sponsored by No Bullion Dealers. Before we do that, the question of the day, and I think you ought to give this some serious consideration. Do you think junk silver, 90% silver, or even 40% silver for that matter, will come back into favor? All right, here we have nearly a 37 handle on silver, 13-year high to be sure, and probably pushing up to 40 here. Might linger a little bit between 37 and 38 and take a run at 40. The cheapest silver you can certainly buy has been Constitutional lately, and I'll show you an example of that right now. Here we are on eBay, and here is a listing from 3 days ago at auction where junk silver went for $100 face value of 90% Washington's, went for $2,575. Okay, if you're paying spot and thinking you're getting a good deal, there are better deals to be had. That's why we shop on eBay. That's why I highly promote eBay. I think it is the place to get the best deals if you're careful about the sellers that you choose. So $2,575. Now, if you bought this and you used that PayPal credit card or the American Express Everyday Cash card, I recommend, links on my website, your out the door price on this in a melt basis was $34.93. $34.93, several dollars at least a couple dollars or more under spot if you're trolling the junk auction. So here you're getting silver, one of the few affordable forms of silver and one of the better prepping silvers, if you believe in prepping, for a couple bucks or more under spot. Do you think, this is the question, do you think this will reverse? And you know that, for example, platinum is rallying because there's gold envy. People switching to platinum because it was still cheap, and here it's making a run, and it probably won't stop. And now we have silver running, finally doing what it does. It catches up to gold in the end, as reflected in the gold-silver ratio, which is still relevant. And if you are buying silver, and I know many people are not, but kind of starting to think about it again, what silver would you buy? Well, just like you might buy platinum over gold, some people would, and you might buy silver over gold. Well, if you're looking for cheap silver, you will not find cheaper silver than junk silver, which can obtain higher premiums with a total reversal in the retail market. It's the retail investor that really drives junk silver, and that's why, you know, it's been lingering, the retail investor, as I've been saying for months and months now. Now I'm finally seeing bigger channels, you know, tell you, you know, what I've been saying for months. It's the industrial demand that's been pushing the price of silver up. And Constitutional is a stacker product. But will that reverse? And if people start buying Constitutional again, will the premiums come back? That is my question. Would you buy junk right now at $2 under spot? And if so, we'll look for those deals, maybe $1 under spot, but certainly cheap, because you don't want to pay these prices for silver at this time, especially if you're a new stacker. Will the premiums come back? Will you be buying it? Will you continue to buy it? Or have you just ignored it? All right, guys, let's move on to the deals. All right, if you're buying gold today, well, let's look at the smallest form of gold I can think of, 1/100th ounce little bars. They are going for $44 at SD Bullion. That's a Scottsdale bar, and they make a lot of 1/100th ounce bars. A 1 gram gold in assay, 127 at bullion.com, and their new customer deal is 109 at bullion.com. Moving on to a 1/10th Gold Eagle. If you just want the best gold you can probably get in the smallest format, that would be the 1/10th Gold Eagle. $375 at Bullion Exchanges. That is $3,750. $37.50 on a melt basis. You are paying an extremely high premium if this is all you're buying, and you will not get all that premium back when you sell it. Matter of fact, it is probably one of the worst investments from a buy-sell spread perspective, but there are other advantages, and sometimes people just want to fly first class, and that is one way to do it. Okay, if you're looking for a 1/10th Gold Maple, those are $368 at Safe Haven. If you're looking at teeny weeny foreign gold, the ducat's a good consideration. $387 for a 0.11 ounce of foreign gold. We've got a 1/4 ounce Gold Eagle at $900 at Safe Haven Metals. 1/4 ounce Krugerrand at $877 at Bullion Exchanges. The pesos I don't like. The premiums are too high. A $5 commemorative, your better alternative to that 1/4 ounce Gold Eagle. 1/4 ounce Gold Eagle, you'll pay something like 10% over melt for that, and you'll sell it at something like, you know, 2 to 3% over melt. This coin here is a 0.241 ounce of gold. U.S. sovereign, has all the advantages of U.S. sovereign gold, and you will pay, and we'll find a better price on this on eBay, but $822 divided by 0.241. Your melt on this is 3410. Let's make sure I got that right at 0.241. It is a 0.2419 actually. So here we got $2,400 melt on this. You take this to the LCS, they'll pay you 2% back. You'll lose something like 2 or 3%, as opposed to the 1/10th Gold Eagle. Well, you'll lose something like 6 or 7% on your buy-sell spread. Will FOMO come back for the 1/10th ounce Gold Eagle? It could. It could, and that may be a reason to buy it. Okay, let's keep going here. Let's go to Let's go to bigger gold. 1 ounce gold eagle, ouch, 34.13 at bullion exchanges. Who's got that much money laying around? A gold buffalo, 34.93. I bring this to your attention because it is cheaper in the slab, believe it or not. The raw coins are selling for more than the MS69 booby prize here. Yeah, they're trying to get rid of them. Nobody wants them. So pick that up. All right, if you want, but we'll try to find a better deal in a little bit. Let's just move on to a Krugerrand, which is the ultra cheap way to go if you're not looking for 3/9 gold. 33.98 for bullion exchanges. It has been around since I was a young man, and it will always be around, always a good choice, and the premiums are quite low, usually right around spot on this. 33.98. They have gold at 33.98. That is at or near spot on that gold Krugerrand. I'm looking for a further sell-off on gold. That move has been made. It's consolidating here, and I think we'll see a little cheaper prices. One of the big brokerage houses predicted $3,000 gold in the future, predicated on the cessation of warfare and lower interest rates. I don't know if we'll see those things or not. You'll have to decide. Let's move on to a 20 franc. Also a good choice for a very low buy-sell spread, 639 for a 0.1867 ounce of beautiful foreign gold. All right, let's keep going here. Skip the platinum. Well, let's do a platinum bar. Maybe that'll be cheaper. Platinum bar, 1,335. We could have got these for 900 something not that long ago. Do I think platinum will go back to $1,000? No. I don't think platinum will ever see $1,000 again. I think platinum is more likely to go to 2,000 before it goes to 1,000. And that's barring total collapse of everything. Okay, we got a silver eagle at 41.18 at Summit Metals, cheaper in a tube of 20 over at Pinehurst. That will be 41.28. Look at those prices, 41.28 for a silver eagle. The SD bullion deal is gone. Everybody bought those. If you want impaired eagles, a tube of 20 is 39.28 at Pinehurst, and that is the eagle story. My green light is on here, and I think, like I said, gold I think is going to linger in these ranges. I think it's made its move. Silver is doing what it always does. It's catching up. And if we can get that GSR below 90, it's going to 80. And you know where that's taken silver. It's taken silver to 40 bucks. A lot of ifs there, and what do I know? Not financial advice, but David Morgan thinks it's running higher, and he doesn't think, it's going a lot higher really fast, but he does think that we have made a breakthrough here in this 13-year high, and on a real dollar basis, you could see 70, 60, 70, something like that. Would not be out of the question. Nobody's looking right now at silver. And what copper does, silver could do next. We could have a physical short squeeze in silver, but the shorts are massing, huge shorts, and the margin requirements are changing, and they are trying to take the top off it and failing. Very, very interesting. And, they did that at $50 silver, and it worked for years. But 36, 37 is not $50 silver. And, 2012 is not 2025. So maybe physical demand is just outstripping the ability of the shorts to control the price. Don't know. Okay, let's just do the kangaroos today. They're all about the same price, $39.41 for a kangaroo at bullion exchanges, and whether it be the Britannia, the Krugerrand, the Philharmonic, they're all around $39. A Libertad will cost you $46 today, and the Eagles, hopefully you picked up your Army Privy Eagle. I think they're currently selling at about $220. On eBay, and I think they've got legs. I think that Army Privy Eagle has legs. They have not reduced the household order limit yet, and nothing has come back on the market that I have seen. Okay, at Costco, we still got the silver bar. Now $3.99 looks like a deal, huh? There it is right there, but I'd buy Constitutional before I'd buy that. You've got a gold bar at $34.69. On this, you're going to use your Executive Club membership and a good 2% rebate credit card to get that in the low 3300s. A gold buffalo is $35.29. That'll be around $3,400 out the door, which will be right around melt on a gold buffalo if you're buying gold. you know, I mean, I think you could do some buying at 33.50. Hopefully, we get a lower price and people come back in the gold market. That's the other way that the GSR could drop lower, is gold going lower while silver holds or goes higher. Let's keep moving here. All right, and I don't hear many people talking about buying on Costco. You can also buy on Walmart, and you're getting some pretty good deals over on Walmart. But it's a mixed bag. Okay, junk in the trunk at spot this morning. I just showed you that deal that was over $2 under melt. Here it is at melt, and they're paying $3 back a spot if you try to sell this to a big dealer. And they're selling it for spot, and you know, a lot of the refiners are trying to melt it as well. But anyway, there you go. There is junk at spot if you just want to do easy peasy, but cheaper on eBay, guys. Okay, let's do a 1 ounce round. 1 ounce round this morning is they bought up those Sunshine Mint rounds. I guess this morning people did a lot of buying before the price increased. Let's see. We got the Goose. Is that going to be 40? That's going to be $82 now over at Monument Metals for the Canadian Goose. Unlimited mintage on that. A kilo will be over 1,200 for sure. 1,217 at Monument Metals, and the Kilo Kook. The Kilo Kook? Yeah, Kilo Kook. 1,258 at SD Bullion. Yeah, collectors, I don't know, they're not collecting kooks anymore. All right, we're over on eBay. We're going to find the best deals we can. We're going to use our PayPal credit card, our American Express Everyday Cash, get 3% back, find the best sellers and the best deals. And if you don't want to do that, well, you can click off right now. But if you do want to do that, come on along. Here's a pocket pinger. It's 35 bucks, and this is a good deal to have one of these to test your silver and gold, especially if you can't afford a precious metals verifier. Okay, Silver Eagles. This is a mixed bag every morning lately. Let's see what we find today. And still, we got some small sellers around 780, 793. And the big sellers, roll of 20 American Silver Eagles. Well, this is weird. He's a small seller at 190. He has got no feedback that I can see. No feedback? I just got to skip that. See, you just skippy. Okay, here is 2023 Eagles. This is also a small seller. We're going to avoid the small sellers unless you want to go, you know, Wild West on that, and you can. Nothing wrong with that. eBay will protect you most times. Let's see, and here we got a big dealer. 818 puts you at 41 a coin, 40 out the door for BU Eagles, much cheaper than the dealers in a tube of 20 here. But nothing that really floats my boat. Let's look at the bigger. I mean, saving $1 is good if you're buying Eagles. Here's an impaired deal from Liberty. I do not like that deal. Here is, now what was the deal with this? Small seller? Yeah, small seller. We can't buy that much from him. Here's a big seller, 4046, and these are BU random date Eagles. And 4046 with 3% off would get you 120 bucks off. You'd be right around 39 an Eagle. That's a good deal. It's a good deal right now. 39.20 maybe. That's a good deal, as many as you want. But you know, you have to believe silver is going higher, right? If you think silver is going to sell off here, then you wouldn't buy that. But if you think it's going higher post haste, that is a great deal right there. Okay, let's do the rotation. We got Maples at $9.95. We got Britannias at $9.59. That has been the cheapest deal lately. We got Kangaroos at $9.63. And we got Krugerrands at $9.75. With these, I recommend you just buy the cheapest if you're not buying Eagles. And maybe you like Maples better, that's fine, but just get the Britannias. And this is going to be, is he a big seller? He is a big seller. He's got pretty fair feedback. These are Britannias, $9.59. We'll go to our candy cheat sheet here, and $9.59, which is off my chart, would put you at about $37.50 a coin. That is the challenge this morning. Lots of good deals on silver. We'll find better deals on gold. Lots of great deals on junk. We'll do that right now. But are you buying? That is the question. Are you buying when prices are rising? If you're not buying when they're falling, when are you buying? And they haven't been falling for a while here, ever since we got through 35, and it's holding like a champ. Okay, we want $10 face. Someday I'll fix this listing here. $10 face. Ooh, 260 or best offer. What are you? 169 feedback seller. 260, $10 shipping. A little too small for my taste. Here is 264. $5 shipping. Yeah, bigger seller. 500 is trustworthy. 100% feedback. 26.5. Call it 27 with shipping. 27 times face. Now you're going to take 75 cents off. You're going to be at about 26.25 out the door. 26.25. Here's the only number you need to know. 26.25 after that credit card rebate divided by 0.715. And that's going to get you 36.70. That's only about 30 cents under melt at the moment. Let's go to a big deal and see if we can find any bigger savings in the large lots. We don't want holes, and we don't want culls, and we don't want slicks. We want Grandpa's silver. Come on, let's go. Good seller, good feedback. 27.10. Oh, that's a nice looking bag, isn't it? 27.10 will put you at about 26.30 times face. I wish I could remember what I just did. 26.3 divided by 0.715 is going to put you at a melt of 26.30. I guess that's not a good deal. Okay, I forgot my last number. Well, no good deals in the big bags. The smaller bags are cheaper. Figure that out. How about a nice MS65 Morgan for us this morning? Let's page down. Oh, look at that one. 320. Oh, that's an O. I like the Carson Cities. Those are the money coins. Look at the toning on that. This is not a CC. I don't know how the non-CCs make it in my sort here. Here we go. 525, not bad. They've been that price for a while, and there's a nice one there from a good seller. Always buy your graded Morgans and Peace dollars in the slab, guys. Don't buy raw coins on eBay. That's one of the things that gives eBay a really bad reputation is messed up raw numismatics. But you can buy this any day of the week, and it is beautiful. That's a fair price at $5.25. Get your 3% off. If you're just looking for a big old bunch of Peace dollars, and they are dirt cheap in MS64, they are authentic. And you can probably buy any of these, even the $50 ones. But want to look for something real. Ooh, look at that one. What's the toning on that? Wow, that's interesting toning. Strange. That's an ICG. I don't recommend ICG. So, but in a Peace dollar, you can probably buy it because nobody buys Peace dollars. Here they are, $60 all day long, authenticated in the slab. It would cost you $30 to grade that coin these days. There's one where they've adjusted the lighting. I do not like that. Ooh, there's an ICG, old holder. You can just buy these. I think these would be $120 someday. Look at that. There's a nice one. PCGS, MS64. Look at how beautiful that coin is for $60. Wow. There was a big spike in Peace dollars and Morgan dollars when the U.S. Mint did its first re-release of the Morgan and Peace dollars. Then they all fell back down to earth. Anyway, you could literally buy 100 of these today, put them away, and give them to your grandkids. And, someday they will be more valuable. They won't be valuable like a Carson City Morgan, but, basically pocket change to pick up a 100-year-old coin there. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, kilos, and the kilos are going for $12.39, about $1,200 out the door. That's a better deal. Here's your vintage bar of the day. You guys liked that 50-ounce bar I showed you yesterday. Somebody bought that. Hey, if you're going to buy something on eBay that I show you, would you please click my links so I get credit for that? I really appreciate that, guys. Start out on my website, click my links if you see something good that I bring to you here. Okay, $38.12 for this, and that'll be right around spot for a 100-ounce Engelhard bar. And nothing wrong with that at all. Nice old bar if you're buying Hundies. And, the dealers are paying $1.25 back a spot for these, the big dealers like bullion exchanges. There's a buy-sell spread. You get it for spot. You got a dollar, you get $1.25 buy sell spread. If you believe in silver and you don't want to buy junk, there's something you could buy, and it's vintage. Okay, a kilo kook or a kilo keek can be had for $12.99 or best offer, and you get your 3% on top. You could buy that. You probably offer them $12.50, get it out the door at $12.10 or so. You have it for the same price as a bar. Good seller, good feedback. Da 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 da. Ooh, looks like it's got a little scratchies there. It's got some little scratchies there. Ask him if those scratches are on the capsule. Ask him for a picture of the coin out of the capsule. If you want to go to a brand spanking new one, $13.29, but they will not take a best offer. This coin here is hard to sell if it's scratched, right? Shouldn't sell for any more than a kilo bar if it's scratched. Your collectible coins cannot be scratched. They cannot be milk spotted. If they're toned, clean them up. They cannot be toned. Unless you're talking about numismatics. So keep that in mind. If you're buying collector coins, buy smart, because you won't be able to sell it as a collector coin if it's messed up. Let's do 1 ounce rounds. Large lot of 1 ounce rounds. Why do I have this backwards? 38.47, about 37.47 out the door. 50 cents over spot for buffaloes there. Small lot of 1 ounce rounds going for 7.68 is a 38.40, 37.40 out the door. About the same price. These are secondary. If you want to get new ones, I think you have to pay about the same price, actually. And, oh, here is Incuse Indian. So if you're buying silver rounds, that's one way to do it. You'll get it for a pretty good deal. Let's do 100 ounce. 100 ounce bar is going for $37.95. About 3,700 out the door, right around spot on a 100 ounce bar. Here's the bar I showed you at 38.12. Why in the world would you not buy this over that? Come on, guys. I'd like to see that bar tone up a little bit. Might take 10 years to tone, but it'll tone back. Somebody clean that. That's why one of the reasons it's cheaper. Here's a Johnson Matthey bar. These are beautiful bars. Not particularly collectible in this format, in this age, but there's an Apmex bar. There's another old Engelhard. Is that a Waffleback? W prefix. Yeah, if I was buying 100 ounce bars, I'd buy all vintage bars at the current time. And there are some 50 ounce bars coming up. There's some 25 ounce bars. I'd look for all of those. Anyway, I couldn't find one this morning that was cheap enough, but that's what I'd be looking for. Tube of peace dollars. I like the BU peace dollars, and Liberty may send you a tube that ain't as great as you'd like it to be. I'd want to buy those in kind of a solid tube. You just have to use your judgment on this. It's a little bit dangerous. Some people clean these up and put them in tubes, like that lot right there. Okay, why is that picture so bitchin'? Don't know. Here's a tube of peace dollars. Probably you want a big seller like an Apmex or a bullion.com on something like that. I just went down the wrong rabbit hole, didn't there? There's Morgan dollars. What are those selling for? Here's a tube of 20 Morgan dollars. These are 1921s, but they are 38 a coin. I prefer BU Morgans and peace dollars to AU or circulated or cull. That's just how I roll. If you want any numismatic value, you really want to get the BU. Apmex, but those are 21s. Let's see, here is a 21. Here's a 21. These are all 21s. Oh, here's something here. Pre-21s, BU to fine. I would not buy a listing that says it's a grab bag. I would want all BU. These are extra fine. I wouldn't want those. BU uncirculated, some toning. Interesting, interesting. Smaller seller, but interesting. No, those look like they may be cleaned. You don't want cleaned Morgans. I don't want anything from Liberty in this category. Who is this right here? Tri-State Refining. No, I'm not. And you see, it's so hard to buy raw coins. Those could be legit. 1075 would put you at about 50 bucks a coin out the door. Again, I went down another rabbit hole. Let's get onto the gold. 1 gram gold as cheap as 105. It's coming from Lithuania or somewhere. I don't trust this seller as far as I could throw him. Let's go on to a legit 1 gram gold. 124. These links are all on the website. Random 1/10 as cheap as 360, huh? Okay, that'd be about 3,500 melt on those, probably impaired in some way. Quarter ounce random gold as cheap as, we're going to go to the real deals. You got to get past the ugly head coins. No, that's not this listing. Hold on. Let's see, quarter ounce Krugerrand, 898. 30 bucks off puts you at 868 on a quarter ounce Krugerrand this morning on that link. Let's go to quarter ounce Gold Eagle as cheap as 920 minus 3%. 1 ounce Gold Eagle as cheap as, that one looks messed up. That one looks messed up. That one looks BU, bullion.com, 35.34, 100 bucks off, about 34.30 out the door. No, nothing great there. Can we get a better deal on a Buffalo? A Buffalo is going for as cheap as 3,600. That'd be about 34.90 out the door. That'll beat the dealers. That is a backdate, random date. Is it BU? Scottsdale Mint. Random date. BU. Yeah, you could buy that. 3602. Let's do the math on that if you just got to have a Buffalo. 3602 times 0.97 with a good credit card. PayPal's unlimited cash back. 34.93. That'll beat all the dealers. It won't beat Costco. Probably won't beat Walmart. But if you're not going to go that route, this would be the next best route to go on a gold Buffalo, if you think gold is at a good price here. All right, and let's keep moving here and find something good. The Tudor Beast, you can collect the quarter ounce, but I like the 1 ounce version. The Dragon is the one I like the best, and we got to get up to a 1 ounce. You'll know it when you see it. It'll be $3,000. Where is the 1 ounce? No 1 ounce? Well, that's weird. What happened to my sort? No 1 ounce Tudor Beasts? Wow, they're disappearing. What in the world? Oh, maybe I have a limit on my price. Yeah, I have a $3,500 limit on my price. Uh-oh. Boy, I hate it when that happens. I have to go back through all the listings. Now let's see what a 1 ounce Tudor Beast is going for. I should have bought it when it first came out, eh? Okay, and 35. The unicorn is ugly. The bull is ugly. The unicorn is ugly. The dragon is bitchin'. And it's only, oh, that's the one, guys. Look at that. 30. Okay, it's a good seller, good feedback. 35.58. On this one, you take $110 off. You'll be at 34.58. That's a good investment right there. It has some stackability to it. I think that is the bomb. If you just buy in some gold, you want something fun, something with a collector value down the road. That could easily be a $4,000 coin down the road. Let's do $5 commemoratives if you're going U.S. gold on the cheap. And 849, 856, you do the math, nothing wrong with that. Helvetia, 20 franc, I should say, is, it ain't 450. Probably ain't 500. It is 650 for 0.1867. You do the math on that if you like that coin. Okay, moving on here. Don't forget your copper pennies if you need those. Don't forget my eBay store, the bars I pour, if you'd like me to pour you something. There are food savers here to vacuum seal, precious metals verifiers if you need one of those. And the Devil Forge here if you want to melt those big bars, make shot. Sell shot for $3 over spot. You can do that right now. Okay, the Amex card, great card. Click these links here to sign up for that. The PayPal card, great card. Don't ever run a balance on your credit cards. Don't tell me how they're charging you high interest rates. Then you're not following the rules. The Quicksilver card, another great card. Love it. Okay, the picks of the day. I just can't go through them all. I got to make these videos quicker. If you have any recommendation on how to make my videos quicker, please let me know. Okay, you know, copper is in a short squeeze. Well, it could be in a short squeeze. Nickels are made out of, still today, the very nickels, the brand new nickels you're getting from the mint are made at 75% copper and 25% nickel. Both are strategic metals that will be in high demand, and you want these $100 boxes of nickels. You're just going to have to trust me on that. If you want me to show you what they sell for on eBay, I will do that. People are buying nickels at the bank and already selling them on eBay. You can do a flat rate priority ship on something like that for, I don't know, like 16 bucks. Yes, it's very, very heavy. Let's see, you can support my work by buying me a cup of coffee. And I understand I have a present at the P.O. box. I'll go check that out today, guys. It has been very hot here in my part of town. It's hard to even go outside. Let's see, and you can join my membership channel. Welcome, new members. I do appreciate each and every one of you. There's a join button here at the bottom of this video. Either I'm going blind or my join button disappeared. Anyway, there should be a join button somewhere at the bottom of this video, and you can be part of the inner circle. And, you know, if you have any questions, any of you new members, reach out to me, losinglouis@yahoo.com, for anything you need. Or if you want to pick up your silver bar this month at a great price, I can do that for you as well. I still got a little silver I can melt, but boy, the stockpile is running thin here. Last time I bought a big lot of silver, I think it was under $30. I think it was. Anything else has been collector coins, and even some of the collector silver is selling. Not much left to melt in old Louie's stockpile here. Okay, and what else we got? We got what they pay, and we got the chat room. Always good to go in the chat room and see what they're talking about there, and they're getting good deals. They're buying all over the place there, and some places I don't really shop. So check out the chat room and do enjoy some of those savings. 2 new bars from Germania Mint I showcased recently. You got the 4th of July bar that's coming out very soon, and the second release in the Norse Gods series. And if you're collecting that series, then you'll want to get that. Okay, that's all I got for you today. Please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see this every day. Hit the bell if you want to be sure to be notified. Share it with your friends and family, or on social media if you think people are paying too much for gold and silver. And I'll be here tomorrow. Thank you so much. I'll see you then. Bye.